Welcome to Watch Rewatch, the podcast that's the number one Tenet podcast in the world. I am Sean.
I'm John.
And this is Watch Rewatch. Welcome back again. I said the name twice in a row, I think. I'm a professional.
We just have to make sure we're on the same page. It's Wash Rewash.
It's Wash Rewatch. This is the number one podcast about washing dirty undergarments. And we're here to give you all the tips, tricks, potato sacks, 1940s criminals, rugby hooligans. I'm just listing all the things John kind of looks like right now. Welcome to the show, everybody.
I'm playing a vegetable in Christopher Nolan's VeggieTales.
Christopher Nolan's VeggieTales is something that I feel like I would like more than Tenet. I'm pretty sure that Christopher Nolan's adaptations of any, Nickelodeon and or Christian content would be more enjoyable than Tenet, but let's not start on a Tenet foot. On I don't know. Tenet foot. It's like club foot, but worse.
Yeah. I understand.
You understand. I understand. I don't know if anybody in the audience.
I rewashed so many things this week. I rewashed this. I rewashed Linen. Christopher Linen's Tenet.
Christopher Linen. Oh boy! Wow. We're going to be taken off the air for too many puns in the first 2 minutes of.
Facebook can stop a live thing, right?
They could stop a live thing if we are too funny. So watch out. We might be.
I went to see the Truman Show, and that thing stopped in the middle of it.
And did you think it was part of the movie?
No, I'm not that dumb.
Wow.
No, at the time I didn't. And what other movie was ruined? Can't remember, but it actually burned. Like the film, I remember the film like went in flames.
Caught on fire. Oh, I've seen that once.
South Keys. Yeah.
South
Keys.
Back when they had film running through the projectors.
What
film do you remember?
And then the equivalent of that would have been like the DVD scratches.
DVD scratches ruining
the VHSs. Yeah. Going from like one chapter to another. Christ. Can you imagine watching a movie on a scratch and then it just shows you the thing that you've been anticipating the whole time?
Yeah, ruins the whole movie. Because at least with VHS, with the tracking, you could kind of get through it. But you can't really have that happen with the DVD. It's just...
When I was a kid, I rented Beetlejuice from the video store next door, and it had a terrible like ribbon fuck up or something, and it like every time it got to that point, the VCR would stop it and go to the beginning. Rewind it.
Whoa.
I couldn't get past it. I couldn't even fast forward through the ribbon because my VCR would just stop it.
What about manually? Can you manually crank it?
I think that's what I did at the time. This is how I became the VHS engineer that I am today. This was like my little experiments figuring out what's going on.
That's it. You're the last of the VHS engineers. Welcome anybody who's just tuning in now. We got a couple people in the chat. In the audience, say hello.
They're not bots.
Yes, no, actually, it's all Russian bots. So, dos videnya, welcome. Today on the show, we've got what do we have? What do we have for you on the show? There's been a couple things. So you've been
we watched some things and rewatched some things.
We did watch some stuff.
Yeah, and we said the title of the show a bunch of times, so this could be the best one yet.
It will be the best one, and it is the best one yet. I guess, I'll start off my usual thing by taking a look at your studio today. What's good in Johnland here, in Jonavision's den?
Gaming. Look at all these games. Yeah, actually, because the Lost video game isn't very good, and the Futurama video game is okay, but these video games based on property, they're always like rushed to production, like that ET game.
Yeah.
I bought this Avatar: The Last Airbender for Xbox, and I plugged in my Xbox. Oh God, you got to see how I have to plug in my Xbox to play it on my television because it doesn't have the AVI, the red, yellow, white.
Yes.
So I have
VGA,
to plug. Yeah. Okay, I have to plug this thing into like a square box, and the square box has like a USB and an HDMI, and it's just this like Frankenstein, alien ship-looking design of wires. Also, I can play this stupid Xbox, and so I bought this Avatar game, and it's terrible. You look like the Avatar, but you're just swinging a stick, blowing air at wolves. It was.
You should start some Twitch streaming. I'd love to see that. Do little John plays.
It's pretty awful. That particular game, but it's rushed. You know what I mean? It's not like the good ones.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's a good movie video game. GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. Yeah, there's a
GoldenEye
few.
that's the one that's like
That's the
pretty
one.
great.
Yeah, from that era, there's been a few of them.
It follows the movie too.
Yeah.
Like it's not like these other games where like the Roger Rabbit game is pretty rough. I have a Roger Rabbit Game Boy game.
Oh yeah, is that good or a terrible?
You got to like walk around and talk to people. So it's like I don't know. It's like Pokemon without Pokemon, I guess. Or you are the Pokemon. If Roger Rabbit was a Pokemon.
Compelling. Scott Pilgrim, Martin is in the chat. Hey Martin, how you doing? Scott Pilgrim, the video game is finally coming out. It's the perfect property to have a game. The book movie is a game. I'm stoked on this one. Wait, hold on. Are you saying now it's coming out? The movie was years ago, 2009, wasn't it? Or 2010?
9, 10, 10.
Wow. That's super old. So who's going to be buying this? Is there like a fan that's from the comic or that I don't know that there are like stands for this movie still.
Was there another game? Was there always a game? I don't know.
I'm confused. But also who is this for? I don't know. I'm very confused, but maybe it's good. What's the children?
The children who never grew up.
Yeah,
the Lost Boys. Yeah. The boys from the 14 children from Hook.
Martin says it was delayed forever. Okay, the game. Who's making it? Is it like a AAA game? Let me know. Give me all the deets. I want to know. Yeah. I want to know what's up. Yeah, I'm thinking of other video game adaptations from films. LucasArts always did a really good job. They did George Lucas created a division to specialize in video games, and he ended up.
What happened to LucasArts?
They shut down, unfortunately. Like before the Disney acquisition, there was issues with how they transitioned throughout the 2000s. But they did stuff like Jedi Knight, Dark Forces, Loom, The Dig, which was a Steven Spielberg game I'm super fond of, which has incredible cinematics. And I'll show you a little bit. It's got it's got like a celebrity. It's got what's his name? T-1000. Robert Patrick voices one of the characters. It's really Martin loves The Dig, and we've talked about that quite a bit. Martin asks, "Have you guys watched High Scores on Netflix?" I have not. Have you?
No.
I'm guessing it
sounds like a video game documentary.
Yeah, one of those like.
I know there's the King Kong guy who's an asshole. Who faked it or like screwed the game into like making him win.
The hot sauce mullet guy, the one who looks like the bad guy in an 80s movie. Yeah.
Want to pull his hair.
Just yank him, smash him into the machine. Loom and The Dig. Bobbin Threadbare, is that a character name from Loom? It sounds like a Loom pun. Yeah, we haven't talked about Loom. Yeah, Loom is a game that it's hard to describe. I wonder if I can find a quick description of it. But it's like LucasArts did weird stuff in the 90s, and this is a game, really high concept video game.
Yeah, LucasArts
game.
This is at Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah, so it's a fantasy themed game, and it's based on a serious and complex fantasy story with an experimental interface. It eschews the traditional paradigm of graphical adventure. It centers around magical 4-note tunes known as drafts that the protagonist, Bobbin Threadbare, can play on his distaff. So it's like this weird, kind of trippy, spacey kind of game. I'm wondering if I can get the graphics up here. Hold on. Yeah, look at this though. I mean, look at the artwork on this.
Yeah, no,
Loom.
Wow, it looks. I'm sorry. It was just the way the description you gave me was just hilarious.
Yeah, it really is. It's a bizarre. I've actually never played Loom, so I'd love to go back and play it. But it's something that I know that like anybody who is into LucasArts, people are super like me, like Marty. They did stuff that was for people who loved movies. Like and they had the same appeal, like the appeal of a really good movie. They were able to kind of do that in a game, sometimes with movie franchises. Like they did the X-Wing games. Do you ever play those?
No.
Were you never played Star Wars games at all as a kid?
I played Shadow of the Empire, which is great. I think they use the original music, which is great. I did Star Wars Battlefront. It's like this Age of Empires version where you play all the different races and peoples of Star Wars. You know, the Gungans versus the Rebels, and you're building towers and taking out the fucking Gungans because everyone hates them.
Wait, Battlefront or no? I think you're
Battlegrounds is the one where you're like it's like not first person, but you're like killing folk.
Yeah,
Battlefront or Battlegrounds or Battlefront.
No, you've got it reversed. Yeah.
Okay. It's the other way around. Okay.
Yeah, so Battlegrounds, yeah.
Me and Star Wars, oopsies.
Yeah, no, my brother actually they had a sale on Steam, and it's still around. You can still get Battlegrounds. I started playing it. It's incredible. It's like a strategy game.
You can play that on the Steam there?
Yeah.
I'll play that for 5 minutes, and then I'll relive my reliving of my childhood will be over.
That's it. You'll be like, that was my experience. I was like, oh, this is really cool, and then I haven't played it since. It's like 10 minutes played.
Yeah, I just remember having like, what a summer that was. I think that was the summer of Signs.
The summer of Signs.
Goldmember, I think, came out that same summer.
Goldmember. Yeah, fuck. Yeah. God.
And then Mike Myers made that terrible Guru movie.
Oh, yeah. He got in trouble for that one. That kind of tanked his career.
It's about a Montreal Canadiens team.
Justin Timberlake playing a French Canadian. Like doing a stereotypical French Canadian accent. It's a whole thing. Marty was saying you have to have been there to love it for Loom. They also did Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, the best indie movie they never made. That's interesting. I have not played that one. Is that a strategy game as well, like a point and click? Or let me know. I'm curious about that one.
And did they use Harrison Ford's likeness on the PC box?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always impressed with the sound-alikes, too, because they will do, it's cartoons. So, yeah, did they do a Drew Struzan realistic one, or was it a cartoonified one? But the sound-alikes that they used, too, in all of those games, all the Star Wars games, the Harrison Ford sound-alike, they had, a pretty consistent cast of, The
Toy Story games, well, I played that awful Kingdom Hearts 3 a couple years ago. God, what a horrible game that was. The Kingdom Hearts 3, where they had the Disney characters and the Final Fantasy characters all together. The knockoff Woody, the knockoff Tom Hanks is really bad.
Just a terrible, like a bad impersonation, or it doesn't even just sound anything like him at all?
Doesn't sound like him at all. But it's like in my mind, it's what the creators imagined their best Tom Hanks what anybody could get, like for their money. Like this is the best Tom Hanks we could do. Anyone could do on the planet Earth, and it's not Tom Hanks.
Well, I would definitely.
Elvis.
Sorry.
He's going to be Elvis in the Baz Luhrmann Elvis?
Who is?
Is that this thing? Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks is like people are he's trending for deleting a bunch of tweets too. Like Tom Hanks is like a weird. No. He's become this like right-wing target too. People think he's a pedophile, and people think he's like because of coronavirus, like they think he's dead too. There's all sorts of like weird accusations flying around Twitter. Tom Hanks is
okay. He's not Elvis, but he's in the Elvis movie.
I was gonna say, also casting him as Elvis would be like the cherry on this insane internet rumor pile sundae of like what Tom Hanks is. But so he's not Elvis. Who is he playing? Colonel Sanders. Colonel.
Oh, he's like he'll be. No, he's Forrest Gump.
In that movie, because they're tying in the two universes.
Yeah, in the script, it's like, I don't know, it's like Luke, Everyman, and it's like in the voiceover, they're going to change it to Forrest Gump. Just keep spoilers. People get their spoiler tips in Hollywood from J.J. Abrams on how to keep it locked up. The spoilers,
which is to write a plot that is all mystery box and has no actual plot points to spoil.
Do you remember the picture they released of Kathleen Kennedy, JJ, and all the actors in black and white are sitting in that ring, and they're all. It looked so hopeful. It looked like we're all gonna have a great.
I know, because they're in that.
It just makes me so mad, that picture.
Yeah, they're in that cool kind of rehearsal space. Everybody has nice chairs and bottles of water, or Starbucks sitting by their feet or on a table near them. Yeah, you looked at that picture and you went, "This is the promise of incredible things to come. This is the meeting of two great generations of filmmakers." Lucas was there, right, in those pictures too?
Harrison was there. I don't know if Lucas was there.
Oh, maybe Lucas wasn't there? Okay. Wow. But it really is
I was
just
thinking about that picture the other day for no reason other than it's hopeful message, because those movies.
It's just a reminder that you should never feel hope at all.
And then I
can't
watched
be hurt.
Dune. And
Sorry?
it's like, I watched that Dune, and like it comes out a year in the way that Star Wars trailer came out, and a Star Wars trailer uses like the John Williams music so loudly, and then this movie, I feel like they're trying to like screw you, Disney. But then is Warner Brothers going to release it? Are Warner Brothers going to release it?
Yeah. What is the release date right now? Do you know?
December 18th, and they are pushing
Really?
Wonder Woman to 19. They're pushing it not to 1984. They're pushing it to Christmas.
The thing is, it's gonna tank if they try and do it at Christmas. You know, it's not
Then
gonna
what-
make the money it needs to make.
How much
So-
money is Tenet going to lose? Do you know? I bet you would have a good opinion on it, how much it would lose.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Tenet has to take a write down, because right now I think they're in still only in a few hundred million worldwide.
200 million worldwide. I read that, and it's at 20. Its opening weekend in the States a week ago was 20 million.
Yeah. It's. I'm sure they're gonna take.
How much did it cost? Half
That movie was, I think, 2 or 250 plus marketing.
It says
They probably
250.
250. So then with marketing and all the other costs that they because the studios have a tendency to write all this stuff down or tamp it down or hide how much a movie actually costs. They probably need to make at least 5, maybe 6 to break even.
They need to make $500 million.
Yeah, because a lot of the
They need
time,
to make
250
it,
is
yeah.
just production. You then all the
Right.
marketing and everything, you know.
and the delays. And then here's what's
Yeah.
so funny is that I told you that it was like Christopher Nolan kept pushing for the fucking release of this thing because he's got this a back end thing, right? Or like opening weekend is his earnings.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is
but on 20 million, he probably didn't make all that much.
but it's probably the most he could have made at this moment. Like if he had I don't know. He took a risk. They all took a risk. And then, we'll see if we get that Dune. Wonder if that Dune cost us much.
I have no idea. But it's funny you mentioned Dune because I'm reading the book right now. I've decided, I was talking about this with John before we went on the air. I have this thing sometimes where if I watch a movie first and then read the book, the whole time reading the book, I'm just thinking about the characters from the movie, the actors, the production design, all that stuff. None of my imagination's contributing to the book I'm reading, which makes it kind of a weird, kind of mechanical experience. It's not organic at all. So what I'm doing with this one is I'm not watching the trailer yet. I'm not concerned about spoilers because I'm reading the book. I just don't want to see the actors. I don't want to know who's playing who. I don't want to see the production design too much. I'm reading the book first. Then I'm going to watch David Lynch's version. And then I'm going to watch the trailer and then watch Dune whenever the hell it comes out. That's my system for this one.
The trailer came out like less than a week ago, maybe 4 days ago.
Yeah.
I've watched it maybe 5 times a day, and I even listen to it like it's music because I have
Really?
YouTube Premium, which means you can close the screen and have the video play in the background.
So you are extremely excited for this, or is this just because you like Denis?
It's trailer
or
art. No, it's trailer art.
You
know,
like
the
a
way
good
that
trailer, too.
Yeah, like we both watched the trailer for the Gore Verbinski, A Cure for Wellness.
Yeah.
That trailer is wonderful. The people
Hold
who
on.
cut trailers know what they're doing.
It's just that, it's just a crisp, please go watch it if you haven't seen it already. I mean, I'll
Cure
play it
for
on the show,
Wellness.
but we won't derail.
It has a great trailer. Trailer number 2 is the best one. And trailer number 1, they show stuff that's not in the movie, but they use I don't want to say like a Lana Del Rey emo gothy time, but they do the cover for from the Ramones, I Want to Be Sedated.
Oh, I hate those.
So it's like, that one is like really, this one is like, I want to be, like you actually set like from a sedated person.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's a good trailer. The Social Network trailer is excellent too. The one where they use the Radiohead song.
That's a rare exception to my general hatred for down tempo pop songs that they put into trailers. Like for a while, it was the Hans Zimmer Brahm. That was the thing everybody did, and then
the
it's
Requiem
become
for a Dream thing too. Where it's
what's
like,
that? Oh yeah, where they use is it parts of that score they're using?
The Two Towers. He took that score and then they bombasticated it, however the hell you want to say it. They just it made it intense, like a marching band kind of thing, like a war march. And then it's that intensity. Yeah, it's like that Hans Zimmer kind of bombastic, intensity.
Or down tempo pop songs.
There's a website like trailermusic.net.
Mm-hmm.
It's fast. It's excellent. It's not foolproof, but it tells you the music that's in every trailer, ever.
Okay, well, Yannick answers a question I was just about to ask you. The Dune trailer has Pink Floyd's Eclipse song in it. Okay,
sure
so
does.
are there lyrics in this trailer?
Huh?
Are there lyrics in this trailer? Do you have words?
Yeah. And
wow.
I mean, do you even want me to answer? I'm so excited. Like, it's just such a wonderful piece of trailer.
You can. I'll ask you questions where I'm not concerned about the.
Yes, they say the lyrics of the song in the trailer.
In the trailer. Okay, interesting. Because I normally hate that, but Denis always gets a pass for me no matter what. Generally,
it's a Hans Zimmer cover.
It's a Hans Zimmer cover. Whoa. Okay, I got to hear this because I love Hans Zimmer and he drives me up the wall. It depends on the score.
His Simpsons movie score is kind of like.
Hold on a minute. He did the score for the Simpsons movie?
For the Simpsons movie. Danny Elfman did the theme. Alf Clausen, who did like 30 years of the Simpsons, every bit. Mm-hmm. And then James L. Brooks, that movie's a fucking production nightmare because all these assholes all wanted to get credit, so it took forever to fucking make it rewritten every goddamn day. Anyway, James L. Brooks is the producer of that summer hit. And he was like, no, it's a movie. We need like a movie score, guys. So they got Zimmer.
Holy shit! And is he doing a version of the James Horner? Not James Horner. Is it James Horner? Alf Clausen. Sorry, is he doing Alf Clausen?
No, not really.
No, it's like a traditional score.
No, it's they take the da na 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 na. They do that and they play it in a bunch of ways.
Okay.
Or the da na 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 na. Like there's like little moments that they kind of like rip up, but then if you didn't know it was the Simpsons movie, you would not know that score belongs to that movie.
Okay. And do you know that it's Hans Zimmer? Can you hear that when you're watching the film?
No.
No.
That's what's the beauty about Zimmer is sometimes he can do that.
Yeah.
Like
not lately.
Matchstick Men. Lately? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think so. I mean,
I don't want to waste time thinking about it. Well, Interstellar, to be honest, I thought was remarkable because he used that organ. And I hadn't heard a score from him like that in a long time. Even Dunkirk is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I think Interstellar is my favorite of his recent work. And I think, in the great ranking of Nolan films, it's his best work by a mile. We talked about that last week. Nolan keeps coming back. Speaking of stuff,
he just works with everybody.
Zimmer, yeah. Well, it's funny talking about Zimmer and then about the composer who worked on Tenet. Oh my God, Ludwig Göransson.
We're still talking about this.
No. But it's tying in. It's three. It's the rule of three.
Ludwig Göransson.
Yeah, and then there's Mission Impossible Fallout, who I need to Google the composer for that one. I think it's
Junkie X.
Junkie XL. Fallout.
No, it's the other. It's Daniel Pemberton.
Lorne Balfe or Balfe. I don't know how to say that. Lorne Balfe. It's got a pretty good score, although it's not as good as I remembered it. I ended up rewatching Mission Impossible because I went camping this weekend. Camping's a lot of fun, but you come back from camping and it's like you're tired. It's it's not restful. You have to do work. Camping's fun because you get to do little projects and shit. But you came home, you're tired, smell like campfire. Don't want to watch anything hard, so we threw on Mission Impossible Fallout, which we'd seen before.
Now, help me out here.
Yeah.
What's the poster for this one?
Mission Impossible Fallout. I feel like they're
all John draws if you told me to draw a Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah, I think they're all some variation of Tom Cruise in sunglasses now with a big
Ghost
stripe.
Protocol is him on the building.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. This one I think is just his face.
What's the one with him on a plane?
That's Rogue Nation.
Okay.
So yeah, which is the next one.
Fallout,
I don't know. Sorry?
Fallout is the Henry Cavill one where he charges his punches.
Yeah, he reloads his arms. Yeah.
Reloads his arms, yes.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Charges them. Kind of, yeah, same thing.
Punchings.
Yeah, watching it again, I saw it for the first time and accidentally saw it in 3D, which I hate. Because they had an error in how they were listing it, so it didn't seem to be in 3D. And I show up, it's in 3D, and then I'm sitting beside this fucking asshole who's just hogging all the space, and doesn't know how to share a seat next to somebody. It's this real prick, and is eating super loud. He's this huge bro, and he's with his girlfriend. They're both the shittiest people. He wears too much cologne. It ruined the whole experience.
Oh no.
Yeah, but also it just being in 3D. So watching it in 2D was the first time I saw it, and it was like fun to watch. The stunts are incredible. It does have a plot that makes no sense. It literally is like a really rudimentary CIA spy thing, but then they decide to make it seem better than it is by adding like a double cross, a triple cross, quadruple cross, quintuple cross, and you're like, okay, can we just have the stunts?
Okay.
Honestly, if they just did like a 2-hour Evel Knievel special with Tom Cruise doing stunts, that'd be the best movie they could make. You know, just do that. Cut the plot out. We don't need the plot. You know.
No, well, that's what Fast and the Furious is for. These Mission Impossible movies are like
they're becoming that
unremarkable. To me, at least, unfortunately. I was a big fan of that first one. I still am. And then every other movie has just like there's less of its fingerprint on it every time it's another one is made.
Well, because Mission Impossible 3 at least had Philip Seymour Hoffman and some really electric scenes.
But they made fucking Ethan Hunt. I think Ethan Hunt is the worst protagonist because he's not consistent, and it's just he's Tom Cruise, which is the thing. All right, that doesn't matter. But like in the first one, he wasn't stunty. He was just like in an espionage thing. And the second one, he's all of a sudden barreling through motorcycles with flames. It might as well have been a different movie.
Yeah,
you know, Anthony Hopkins is in that movie.
I like the second one, if only because it's the weirdest one. When you do like the master ranking of Mission Impossible movies, let me see if I can do. I'm curious to get your ranking on these because it's here. Here we go.
The worst one is 2 by far, and the best one is I haven't seen the Macquarie ones. Oh,
okay. So then you know what? I'm going to disagree. I'm going to go the worst one. The worst ones for me are the Ghost Protocol and Rogue Nation.
One.
Even though people love those because he climbs the Burj Khalifa, I'm just like, whatever. For me, the Mission Impossible 3 is the best one because it's got Philip Seymour Hoffman. They have those amazing scenes. It's fun. J.J. Abrams at his best.
Who's in it? Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, and I think Sawyer from Lost is killed at the start of that one.
He's like another agent or something. That's my favorite one, but I would say number one is like Mission Impossible, the original, is the second best one. But I'm gonna put Mission Impossible 2 third. You know why? Because it is bad, but it's bad in that like it's 2000 John Woo motorcycle, too long doves.
I remember I was so excited for 2. I was like, I wonder what's gonna happen. You know, John Voight had just been like fucking helicoptered to death, and like, well, how is this movie gonna continue?
Yeah,
and it's like. The trailer I remember took hours to load on my computer. Hours. I went to like apple.com/trailers, and it was just like the little QuickTime thing was just taking forever. The bar scrolling, and the trailer shows Tom Cruise doing that like grabbing the rocks, but then his pecs are showing. If you know what I mean? Yeah. He's like, anyway. So
should we look up? I want to see that original trailer. Let's take a look at Mission Impossible because Mission Impossible 2.
He does the thing where you know what I mean? He's grabbing rocks and he's just like, oof,
yeah, and he's like, and he's hanging, but it's like a vanity shot.
His hair is awful.
Okay,
but this is when he's on the top of the world.
Okay, we're gonna look at this because
out about like Scientology temptations on set.
Mission Impossible 2.
But it wasn't called Mission Impossible 2. It was called
MI2.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see if this is the trailer that you were thinking of. All right. Here we go. Going to the web.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely good.
Wow. This is incredible.
So it's like, right now, it's like, in my mind, this took forever even just to get to this point.
God. Even the trailer's slow. Wow.
Agent, okay.
What? This?
Oh, and it has the Limp Bizkit song. Fuck.
Right.
This is. You know what? I'll put this above number 1. This is the second best one. Look at this piece of shit.
Good
morning, Mr. Hunt.
Look at that hair.
On your vacation.
Wow. I gotta rewatch this. Oh, and they explode. Oh my God, the Limp Bizkit guitar riffs.
I don't quite know where to begin.
It was 21 years old, let's say. Like, it came out in 2000, sure, but it took a year before to make it.
God, yeah, 1999. Probably they started production.
She's a woman. She's got all the training she needs.
Tom Cruise looks really young here.
It's like, look at it.
Welcome to Australia, mate. This ain't funny.
Who else is it? I'm trying to see who. Oh, all the slow motion in this one.
Oh, he's coming from the ceiling again. Worked so
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Oh, do they do some of the guitar? You know what? This looks good. I want to watch this, man.
This is not a mission before, Mr. Hunt. It's Mission Impossible.
It looks so bad, but in all the right ways. I'm not gonna lie. This is an excellent trailer.
Just divorced Cole, or if it was
Walk
coming.
in the Parkfield.
I don't know if she went to the MI2. No, I think they were divorced. They divorced when Moulin Rouge.
You gotta be kidding.
Oh, it's called Mission Impossible.
Wow. I just realized the sound on the trailer is probably too loud to hear
they
us,
say
but
5 seconds.
wow. That was amazing. Okay,
You know,
you sold me on this, John.
That was great.
You sold me on it. I got to see it. Oh,
Trailers. You like that trailer?
that's a
definitely not one of
fantastic
my
trailer.
favorites.
Sorry?
It's definitely not one of my favorite trailers. I have favorite trailers for sure, even like old stuff. Even the bad movies get good trailers.
Sorry, I'm just adjusting my setup here. Did that work? I don't know. Did we lose the web view? I might have screwed something up. I lost the web view. Fuck. Oh no, it works.
I see something.
Incognito. There we go.
There we go. This is the meat and potatoes, as you say. The like now I get internet face, or I do this.
Yeah, you have to look at the screen. I'm looking off. This is a very professional show. We got to talk about the Austin Powers parody intro of this. Do we though?
That was Goldmember.
Yeah.
Some science. I'm gonna draw the MI2 poster.
Okay, draw the MI2 poster and let me find it. We'll do a little bit of John draws. Mission Impossible 2 or MI2. MI2 poster. We'll save it for a little later in the show, but I want to. Oh yeah, okay. I see what this is. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Tom Cruise is Austin Powers. Do they Austin Powers? Okay, but what do you, Marty? What do you want me to talk about? Because how is this related? Is it
well,
exactly?
They also did it that summer at the MTV Movie Awards with Ben Stiller.
Oh God. Okay, well hold on. Let's see. It's. Can I copy link?
Internet face.
Internet face.
You get closer.
All right, hold on.
That still works.
Fucking commercials are playing on my show. All right, let's see. I need to turn the volume down on these. I'm realizing because they're coming in too hot. There we go on the YouTube videos. Tom Cruise is in it. They spoofed the exact intro. Okay, fine. We'll look at it just for you, Marty. This is a clip show now. All right.
Have you not seen Goldmember? You didn't see the opening of Goldmember?
I have, but I just don't remember what it was. Okay, here we go. We're gonna watch
Jesus, you're gonna. Okay, here we go. What's happening?
Did it pause?
For me, it did.
Yeah, something went weird. What's going
That's
on?
cool. It's like we
It
got.
just said somewhere. Fuck. There we go.
Oh, it was a simple pausing button.
There we go. Fixed it.
Remember, I was telling you that the trailer for my Mission Impossible was pausing.
I mean, I guess they sort of do it. I mean,
This movie was a hit. It had Beyonce.
barrel of laughs. I mean, is this really?
This is not the shot for shot. You're gonna get like moments of it.
Yeah, it's Marty. Look what you did. Look what you did to us.
Because
that
he
we're
also
watching
does
this.
this thing where when they reveal that it's Tom Cruise as Austin Powers, they give him the Vanilla Sky cloud backdrop, so it looks like it looks like his poster for Vanilla Sky as well.
Oh, I forgot about Vanilla Sky. Who directed that?
Cameron Crowe.
Cameron Crowe.
You make
Oh my God, we're gonna get taken off friggin' Facebook for this. This is the whole intro to the movie. Okay, there we go. We got it. Thanks, Marty. Fuck. Marty's just trying to get us taken down off Facebook. Anyway, I see what you're saying. It had it had cliffs, red cliffs. So it was somehow similar.
So
oh
I
my
have this
god.
drawing.
Okay, ready? All right, so hold on.
Yeah.
John drew the poster for MI2. Let's see here. What do you got, John?
Okay. So I'm just gonna hold it like this.
So that's walk us through what we're looking at here.
All right. So we got some flames, and you got
Yep.
some birds, and you got
Yep.
Tom, and you got a gun, and you got a bike.
And a bike. Okay, that explains which one that you were drawing. You drew a very specific one. I guess I'll show the whole thing. So that's John draws. That's from memory. Turns out John not only drew the poster, but drew a very specific version of the poster. So there's all the regular
Okay,
ones
so
here.
I was wrong.
But this is the one you drew.
No, not that one.
No?
It's the one you had, but he's not on a motorcycle in that one.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, there's birds
It's
there in the
kind of like
background.
this one. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like that one, but he's not
So
on
you
a
drew
motorcycle.
Okay, yeah. But he's not on a but there is one where he's on a motorcycle.
Right.
And there's birds in this one. I mean, you kind of did a perfect hybrid of all three of them. Jesus
Impossible
Christ.
to do. Is that the one with the motorcycle and the birds?
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Oh, I like that this is a poster for a science fiction and fantasy society. Hell yeah, dude. Hey, Marty, you want to join? Come on. Let's go to
Do
their
it.
website. Let's see.
Find the source.
Oh, look at this.
What's the hierarchy of things? X-Files. Oh Lord, this is old.
Yeah,
And it's
let's look
from
at their events.
Europe?
Oh, there's events on Bilbo and Frodo's birthday. This is the best website I've ever been to.
It's
Oh
said
my
to be the
God.
birthday to Bilbo and Frodo. They're obviously separated by many years.
Wow.
Can we get a job here?
Can we get a job here? Let's look to see resources. How to join. How to join. Okay, we're going to join. Is this from a university? I don't even know. The committee. Who's the committee? Ooh, they all have...
They don't have a secretary yet or a treasurer, just like Quibi.
Just like Quibi. I'm going to be the treasurer. Do you want to be the secretary? Or do you want to be the treasurer?
I think I should be the secretary because I take such good notes.
That's true. You have excellent penmanship, and I'm good with them dollars and cents. This podcast is making me tens of cents. So, yep.
If we had
Pretty
a
good.
nickel for every like we had,
We would have a nickel. One nickel.
one whole nickel earned.
A whole nickel.
Nickel earned is a nickel saved.
One nickel
Right.
and one hay penny is what we'd have. Because this show is making bank. Making cash.
That was gross.
Well,
Like,
that
kinda
was...
like thick skin flapping. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that sounds great.
Hold on. ASMR. As I wreck my mic.
Like that would be such a cool, not April Fool's prank, but like an everyday prank where you make like you're an ASMR guy, and then one day you release your famous 7-hour video, and then at the 2-hour mark, it's just this like foghorn or like this air horn, going, "Boo!" And everybody goes, yeah, you just scare them about Jesus. People trusted you to give them ASMR, and then out of nowhere, you fuck with the volume.
Yeah, especially the people that listen to like, the sounds of the Enterprise warp core room, ambient sound 10-hour while they sleep, and you do it, a solid right when they're about at their REM sleep point. That's when it goes off. It just wrecks their sleep. Yeah.
What's funny is that I don't need 10 hours of that drumming sound. Just put on an episode and I'm out.
John, we should have John's Star Trek corner where we force you to review Star Trek films, but or scenes, just scenes,
Right.
or how William Shatner looked in that movie, on a scale of 1 to 5. I don't know. How do you rate?
I start with the hair.
Yeah.
And I look at the fingers. And I'll look at the shoes.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to see if I can find. I want to get a rating. Let's do this. William Shatner in Star Trek 5. Yeah, that's the one.
The one where he sweats the most.
Yeah.
There's one of them has like Christopher Lloyd, and I think it's always looks like a red. Like the color red is just persistent in that movie.
Yeah, here
Constant.
we go. All right, so this is one here. This
Right.
is. Can I zoom in on him? Yeah. Look
I
at
mean,
that.
this is important what we're doing.
This is important. So on a scale of 1 to 5,
He's got the same hair I do. Look.
Hold on, full there.
We're both destined for Starfleet.
That's it. You could be an admiral too. But where does this fall in the in John's canonical?
Like, how does he look?
Yeah,
First
like on
of
a
all,
scale of 1 to 5.
I can't stand this turtleneck. They look like wedding cakes. They look like Sears made a wedding cake and then they turned it into a costume. I don't know.
So on a scale of 1 to 5, what is this?
This is like a 2. A 2.
A 2. Ooh, 2. Okay. Let me see if I can find another.
What is this on? Like if I find him attractive, or if like
no, not just rating how he looks, because it's like you hate Star Trek, so I trust your judgment more on.
That's like a 2.
Okay.
He looks like, would you wear that?
Absolutely not. Yeah, that's a 2 for me too. I hate that era of costume. They're awful.
You think he would do something with that hair? Like Janeway's hair is much better than that.
Yeah. His wig is pretty obvious.
That's a wig.
I mean, I think he was wearing a piece. I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Good hair. It looked like that. It looked like someone used their Brillo pad to scrub a dish that had meatloaf in it.
Is that a compliment? I don't even know.
I mean, if you want hair as strong as a Brillo pad, that's good.
There you go. I'm trying to find.
But William Shatner's a nice guy. He wouldn't mind that joke. I didn't offend him, I hope.
He's a prick. He's a prick. It's fine. No problem.
Okay.
All right. I think I got another one. Oh, my God.
Says the guy in the potato sack.
Yeah, that's it. Says the 1940s. Oh, my God. How do you even zoom in? There we go. This one. He looks so old in this one.
Holy shit. This is Generations.
It gotta be.
This is a he's wearing that awful thing again. Do they wear that thing the whole time? He looks cleaner in this one. He gets a 3.
He looks less sweaty. That's a 3. Is it because he's less greasy?
It's like he was having an argument with the vacuum and the vacuum blew up in his face.
His hair looks a little bit more natural in this one, I feel like.
More dusty.
Yeah. Dusty hair. Well, we're going to go through and we're going to rate every...
It's like they took the air spray you use to help your keyboard be clean and they turned it upside down and put the frost in his hair to get those white tips.
Yeah. Just psh, little ice frost in the hair.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, my hair. That's unfortunate. I really want to grow it back out. What do I do?
What do you do? Hold on. Here, let's see. Maybe get a marker, fill it in. You got the high hairline like I do.
I got the Sharpie. Should I just start? I'm not doing this. I'm gonna stop.
That's
right
it.
now.
Do it for the show. There's 2 people watching. It's like this. It's literally our biggest audience yet.
You and I are watching.
Yeah, it's just us. It's just us. There's nobody here. It's only you and I, John.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's cool. It's better. Nobody to get in our way. Nobody to make us watch Austin Powers, Martin.
I want to spoil this movie for you if no one's listening, because this is a good point, because they would have left anyway.
Oh, okay, hold on.
No. Let's keep going. That was from the Generations. I want to see him in motion picture.
Okay. The original. We're gonna go backwards. Okay, hold on.
We need to start somewhere.
Star Trek. He has a different costume in this one, so I think this will change your opinion.
Okay. It's the hair.
Here we go. I think I got a good one here. Oh my God. Friggin' ads are popping up. I need an ad blocker.
I'm just
enjoying this. I should have one, but I'm doing it. I do have one. Here we go. All right. What about this?
Holy shit. 5.
5. Nice. Okay. Much more handsome.
He gets a V.
He gets a V. He gets a Star Trek 5 out of 5.
V. Tab.
Star Trek V.
Look at that.
All right. There you go. So he isn't a greasy slob. I mean, he's a full 12, 15 years younger here. So nice job, good. Shatner. I didn't think he was going to get a 5, but he got a 5.
That's a 5.
Wow.
Incredible. He's trying there. Those other ones are just like comforting. It's like he wanted to wear his bed to work.
What did you want to show us? You had something.
So this Criterion. You can put the spoiler alert thing you created last week for this.
Oh yeah, hold on. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna flash it. Spoiler alert coming up. Spoiler alert. Here we go. We're gonna get spoilers, folks. All right, full John. Let's see.
So this is a Criterion movie called 45 Years. It's like a National Film Lottery, BBC UK kind of thing. It stars two British people, and in this exquisitely calibrated film, Charlotte Rampling and Tom Courtenay perform a subtly off-kilter pas de deux as Kate and Jeff, an English couple who, on the eve of an anniversary celebration, find their long marriage shaken by the arrival of a letter to Jeff that unceremoniously collapses his past into their shared present. Okay.
Wow, that sounds like an off-Broadway play that nobody saw.
So basically, this is a movie about a couple who are celebrating their 45th wedding anniversary, and this woman is a teacher, and she's retired, and like they don't have children, and they live in this like house far away from like the city, and she's not a very particularly happy person. Then 15 minutes into the movie, this husband, who they don't really speak to each other either, gets a letter, and he like is shocked, and he finds out that he's his fiance from like 45 years ago. They found her body. She was frozen in this. This is where the cover art comes from. She and him had gone like mountain climbing, and she fell in a hole and presumably died. And now 45 years later, they found her body. And this woman, the teacher, the one who's married to this guy, starts to realize that she's not. He's never seen her for her. He's always tried to put his fiance's ghost into her, not like science fiction wise, but like he's projecting this woman. Yes, exactly. They got the same dog. They even have the same name. Oh, He was forcing her hobbies onto her. And she, after 45 years, she starts realizing, holy shit, like I'm married to someone who never saw me for me. So it's kind of like a very haunting movie. I've been thinking about it for like years since I've seen it. And when Criterion gave it a special kick, I was like, holy crap, I guess it is kind of special.
So where is this film from again? Did you say British?
From the UK. Yeah, it's British. It's like it made like a couple years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Charlotte Rampling was nominated for Best Actress for this thing. It's just a very like, cold movie, and it's like it's not a ghost story, but like it's this girl who's like been preserved perfectly in ice. Wow. She's come back to haunt them.
So this is it kind of sounds like a Mike Leigh movie, but maybe with a little less humor, because Mike Leigh can be funny.
No, there's nothing. This is like a very like there's like gears turning, because there's a final scene, there's a final moment where she kind of accepts the fact that they're going to be married forever, even though like maybe there's one last thing, maybe he can love me, and then they're all at their anniversary party and everyone's celebrating them, and then he's holding up her hand like a prize pig kind of thing, and she looks at it and looks at him, and he's not even looking at her, and she tugs her hand out of his arm, and then it's over. Jesus,
that sounds so bleak. But in a kind of an interesting way, a rewarding way. It sounds like a real art picture.
Well, that's it, man. I mean, I wouldn't lend this to you unless you found that interesting.
I don't know. But, I kind of do. I like a feel bad movie. This sounds like a real feel bad movie.
I think it's interesting because you're just watching this actress. You're watching two actors, kind of just have this relationship. There is supposed to be this wait of 45 years, when there's silence, the way in a Mike Leigh movie where they show the guy waiting for the kettle to boil.
Okay. There we go. That's spoilers. Martin has left the stream, but he wrote that, so he's still in the stream. Go fuck yourself, Martin.
Yeah. We could talk about Big Brother now. Now, this is something that we watched all the time, Big Brother, you and I.
Okay, one last time. Anybody, spoiler alert for Big Brother. If you haven't seen Big Brother, I mean, there's no spoilers. It's a game show. Go fuck yourself. Okay, here we go.
It's All Stars now, and I was surprised at how quickly I wanted to jump back into it. It's just the house, it's. I think the distance is necessary, but they're doing it in the age of COVID. Is that brave?
Kind of. Well, it's the perfect show for it, right? Because everybody's isolated. Sorry, what was the last thing you said there?
Julie Chen Moonves.
She's really leaning into that.
Odd to me. Yeah, the Moonves part is really interesting to me too.
Well, not to mention, have you noticed at the end of the show, she's giving these Jerry Springer like thoughts about like being kind to one another? Oh, we lost John. Oh. Wait, hold on. We're back. Okay. See, this is what happens when you talk about the Moonveses.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. So, have you noticed these Jerry Springer like thoughts of the day that she's doing at the end of the show?
No, I don't watch that far.
Yeah. So Sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
not doing like because there's 3 episodes a week of this thing.
Yeah. Well, she's only doing it on she's only on 1 episode a week, the one you watch. At the end of the episode, she'll end it with a button now where she'll be like, and I just want to say to you guys, be kind to one another. And she's saying all this stuff, and the irony of her saying all this while married to Les Moonves, who has been accused of multiple rapes, all sorts of horrific, sexual abuses, and like her saying all this like cutesy stuff, you're just like, I know she's not responsible for them, but it is one of these weird things where it's not that, it's that she's also saying Chen Moonves. She's nobody would say anything otherwise. It's because she's being like, that's a statement of support. It's like I'm with this guy, and you're like, what is? It's a weird context.
It could not be as weird as you think. She could be just very religious and trusts her vows.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. And look, it's all I don't know.
She's got children, being like, she's rock hard. She doesn't have to worry about work after that.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. She's successful in her own right. I don't know what. Maybe they love each other, and I don't know. I don't know the context.
This particular Big Brother, there's only been 3 live evictions, and I've seen these 3 episodes, but not in their entirety. The first 2, I just watched them. Okay, this person goes home next, and then so in the recent one I watched, they do that thing we all hate, where instead of crowning the HOH at the end, we have to sit through a fucking endurance test, and this is just gonna eat up the next episode's running length, where one person falls at a time, and you're just like, it's like you're playing a scratch card. Ooh, am I gonna win? And it's like, you could just scan it right away and find out instead of fucking scratching it.
Yeah, they do tend to drag out those. I prefer the games where you can get in live. Although, to be fair, I like seeing an edit, because when they do it live, there's so much dead air and weird timing things that it's arguably more awkward. But you're right in that, like, especially the endurance comps, those are just like, it's just who's gonna fall, and sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not. I prefer the ones that require a little more skill.
The sets that this show has, like the props they make for the ridiculous throwaway concepts they have, like the swamp from like the fucking hillbilly future or whatever, and like these like weird props. Now I have a question: is this going into like the CBC studios? Like, where is this? Is this getting archived, buried somewhere? Where do these things go?
I mean, like most shows, and from what I've seen on the show, they do tend to reuse pieces of it, and good art directors and good production designers will have all sorts of parts and reuse as much as they can to save money, especially on a show like Big Brother, where production costs are pretty minimal. Like, they have to build the set once a year, but like, that's it. It's one set, which is the house. That's all they have to build, and then all of the backyard sets. And I imagine they cycle it, but all of these studios have warehouses, so they'll keep the Big Brother stuff. They probably have a warehouse where they keep all of the stuff. But I would love to go see that warehouse to see all of the various kind of gameplay
CBS
pieces.
Stuff, because that's like Price is Right studio. They had like the old fucking wheel or something.
Yeah, exactly. All of that, the game show. I'm sure it's a game show specific one too, because they have a lot of game shows. But so where are you? Are you caught up with Big Brother this current season? Like where we're at now? Are you live?
Yeah, Bailey just went home.
Yes, yeah.
Right, and I don't know who HOH is. I'm rooting for Davon, but
yes.
I know my reality television. She's not long for this.
This
season.
No, it's interesting seeing the different players. I like Davon a lot. Bailey was one of these people I was surprised she was back for the All-Stars, because she was not an All-Star player in any way, really. But it's interesting seeing the mix of personalities they're trying to build. And Bailey, like Davon, is like this real shining personality and is like, fun and engaging and interesting. Bailey just seemed very sour, very miserable. She didn't seem happy to be there. Maybe she was depressed.
She spilled the goddamn beans. She's the one who told Christmas that Davon was her ride or die.
Yeah, well, and it's like,
what are you doing?
Yeah, no, and that's the thing, is that I think a lot of the play, like, she's not a particularly good player, and I don't know how much of a student of the show she is, because like anybody who's even me, I've only watched the show 3 or 4 seasons now. If you become a power duo or you have a strong relationship, people will target you. That's been a thing as long as the game's been around.
Yeah, I had this thing was suggested to me like a couple days ago of Big Brother, and it was on YouTube and it showed Davon and Christmas, and I thought, why is this being recommended? And I'm like, they would never been in a season together. And I'm like, oh my God, there's been a Big Brother this whole time. And I watched it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just fast forward this. So this new method of watching it has really just been in 3 days of just watching the meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Especially because it's all stars, because we already know these people, so it's not like I need to go back and understand a person.
Well, that's the thing for you. That must be an interesting way to see it, because you have seen virtually all of them. I don't know. I've only started the last 4 years or 3 years. So I've been watching every episode, and there's a lot of these older players. And the one thing that people keep commenting on that you really seems to be true is that the newer players are really not as hard as these older players. These older players.
Oh, Janelle. Oh my goodness.
I'm sad she's gone. I liked her a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
She was a real ice queen, you know. It's good to have somebody like that on the show. And I seeing where they're going now, these younger players, like how everything is personal for them. They take things very personal. They're very hurt by stuff. I appreciate when you have people like Janelle or Kaser or what's his name, Memphis. Memphis is a real piece of shit.
What's the name of their thing?
Oh, the committee. That's the alliance.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it had like a
good name.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, normally with these like alliances, I just can't stand them. I don't root for them, and they're always like,
yeah,
bros, just for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
It's like
they'll have bros, or they'll have the
the
girls, or they'll have the floaters. Yeah.
They win
and
all the time. And Ian's there, and like he won his season.
He did. And he's still there. And it's been weird, too, because there's been some stuff from the feeds where Memphis was making fun of his autistic rocking that he does. And I was just like, but the big thing people got upset at was Nicole was like laughing her head off at it. And she's apparently friends with him. And you start to see that like some of these people are like, Memphis seems like a bad guy, like in real life, like a real piece of shit, because it's like, it's one thing to like joke around to blow off some steam. But he really was like, you're sitting there like, you're on camera, bro, and you're going to sit there and make fun of an autistic kid. Like, what are you doing? Do you think you're going to come out of this and not have your business hurt? Like, you will. It's 2020, dude. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. No, well, and Julie is going to say something, I hope.
I wonder, because there's sometimes stuff that happens and they sweep it under the rug a bit.
There's a guy on Twitter you should follow right now.
Okay, what's it called? What's his name?
His name, look him up. His name is Andy Heron. He won his season.
That name sounds familiar.
He's a ginger.
Yeah.
He was an English teacher before he got on the show. Very, very gay. He's in the sisterhood, as you would say.
Mm-hmm.
But he was so articulate and so. What does that have to do with anything? But he was just very like. He would not mince words. He was like, he would always be on the right side, but he was like kind of like a rat. He was kind of like sneaking around and selling secrets to who needed to be told. But he's a huge Big Brother fan, and so ever since he always comments on like the show, and he calls out all of CBS's favorites for their racist, sexist, misogynistic remarks. And right now there's a thing going on with one of their favorite guys, this guy named Jeff. He's Jeff Schroeder, I think his name is, but he's the guy who's like he's dropped the F-bomb against gay guys.
This is an older player.
An older player, but he keeps coming back, like the way Dr. Will comes back or something.
Yeah, okay.
And it's just like he's like the doofus bro kind of thing. Not like there's Jesse the bodybuilder. Remember him? There's that guy. But like so Andy calls out these guys, and he's the winner, and he's very vocal. And who won last year? It was like this quiet, tattooed sports girl.
Oh my God, I can't remember her name.
And like who exactly?
Yeah,
you remember all these loud personalities, and the most. She did a great game, whatever that was.
Yeah, she won. I think largely on her veto performances. I think it was on something that she was a real
veto. Yeah, and she won HOH when she needed to. I think she won it twice.
Yeah. And
they hated Tyler
Casey?
too much to
Casey.
Give it to her.
I think her name's
Yes, good job.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was nice enough. She seemed very sweet, but it's that thing where I'm sure she's a nice person in real life. Wasn't a really compelling TV character. And that's the best thing about Big Brother. People go like, well, what's the appeal of reality TV? And I understand that when you're talking about lifestyle reality TV like the Kardashians. Like, it's a soap opera. I can understand why people would like it, but I'm like, I don't give a fucking shit. But Big Brother's a game show. More than anything else, it's a game show with drama, filled with drama. And I like it when people lose their shit. And I hate that, this season it hasn't been so much. Like there's been a couple like with Mark and Josh a couple seasons ago. That was amazing. You know, you had real freakouts. Guys who are on steroids who come into that house, those are the guys who usually lose their shit, and that's the most interesting angle. You know, because you have real blow-ups that like get violent or almost. That's what I'm there for. I want to see a brawl.
It's the awkwardness. It's the cringe we crave because you could say something, but then you got to live with that person, and then that person's gonna have to come crawling because there's an actual hierarchy thing going on.
Yeah.
But the Canadian one we don't watch.
No, I don't. I couldn't be bothered. It's like, it's just like, it's so eat your vegetables, you know,
it's
kind of
overproduced. But apparently it's like quite good abroad. Like
really?
Australians love the Big Brother Canada game.
Shit. Maybe it's the thing where
they do a lot of things that the States haven't done. Like they've done triple elimination nights.
Oh,
they've done shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, they were the first one to have America. They were the first Big Brother show to have audiences vote someone back in.
Really?
Or it was like a competition, and then it was like the audience voted someone back in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it has to be. Maybe it's like because it's not our thing. You know, people like it. If you know, the grass is always greener. That's why we like the Americans. That's why the Australians like that one.
They love Schitt's Creek. Not that I have anything against Schitt's Creek, but I'm like, holy shit, it's huge over there.
It's in the States too. People love it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But I think I'm up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. I don't know what that means. That's my horrible transition out of Big Brother.
Does that make the TV show good if they say the name of the show all the time?
It makes this podcast good because we said the name of their show? No, it has to be the name of our show. Well, this has been Watch Rewatch, so by saying that, we're solidifying how good we are.
And the Laundry Podcast.
And this has been a 3-on-5 William Shatner experience for me. What about you?
Well, I look like a drab William Shatner, so like maybe a 2 out of 5. This was a 5 out of 5 tonight's one.
There you go, 5 out of 5.
My favorite part was like the thinking, the internet facing, the Tom Cruising.
Cruising and internet facing. That's this show.
Spoiling this darling of a movie for you.
There you go. It's been
Curl
spoiled
up for me.
And
watch this sad British movie.
Well, I'm going to go watch a sad British movie right now. And by that, I mean play Minecraft with Keith, with friend of the show.
Minecraft movie. Sorry.
There is a Minecraft movie that is apparently going to be made.
Okay. Why?
Yeah. Good question. I don't know. Probably because there's money to be made.
Okay. Because I don't know. I don't know if we need that.
I don't know. I don't know either, John. I don't know. But listen.
This is the middle of it. This is the intermission because we got another hour and a half to go.
That's it. We're going all night. All night. Big Brother reference. I think we lost the rest of the live audience because of the Big Brother talk. That's the best.
It is. It's. I call it. Well, it's like whenever my buddy Trevor hangs out with us, I always say, "All right, let's watch an American Dad" because it's Trevor repellent. Anything Seth MacFarlane related is Trevor repellent.
That's the thing. Well, we found out what is audience repellent on this show, and that is Big Brother talk. So you're welcome. To anybody still here, which is nobody, go fuck yourself. That was our show for this week. I'm Sean.
Oh, I'm John.
And we'll see you next week. Thanks. What'd you say?
I said thanks for rewatching. Because assuming that we're doing it live, once it's not live, we can rewatch this later.
There you go. Thanks for rewatching. I'm out of focus now. My camera's not working. Wow, what a show. What a train wreck. Here we go. John's hair, my shininess. It's a real fucking special episode this week. We'll be back next week. I'll have powder. John will have a Sharpie drawn hairline. I'll still be wearing
this potato bag.
with his potato sack. There we go. Hold on. Do I have a hood? I don't have a hood.
Wow. I look like I'm cold.
That's the show for this week. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.